See, yeah.
I was going to say, I can't
There's an example.
working again. Those of you are online who is looking for downloading this particular workbook, go to ashiscash.com/products, and on there there's a logo just like this one. It goes like this with two men and a woman. It's a Sell Like Crazy Academy. Click on that, put in your name, phone number, and email address, and we will send you this workbook that I'm holding so you can follow along today and tomorrow when I speak for lunch again tomorrow. Go to ashiscash.com/products for that, and click on the logo Sell Like Crazy Academy. For those who are interested in getting, first of all, I don't want to say thank you so much for doing all this. I mean, you guys are so great here at lunchtime. That is just absolutely amazing. So for that, go to ashiscash.com, and in the front page, you'll see 3 free high-content training videos, which are absolutely amazing. If you are struggling in sales and you want to make more sales, I'll show you exactly how to put them together strategically and so forth. But go to ashiscash.com and you'll find all the information. My friends, first of all, I want to just take this moment and acknowledge how thankful I am for Broke Boot Camp here, where you're not broke, you actually get rich. So thank you so much, Trevor, for that. Okay?
New line of the day.
I came here from India. For those of you who don't know, I came here from India with $20 and not a word of English. And when I came over here, I started in business in 1994 and in the financial services world. I struggled in business for many years. I failed my insurance exam 7 times before I passed it the 8th time. I mean, I was getting 69 and 68 and 67 and 66. And then you can see I'm making progress in the right direction for 4 times. So I said, hey, I should go at it more harder. So I went at it a little bit harder, and I got 67 and 68 and 69. And this was this was by this time, I was not mad, I was pissed off. Can you relate?
Yes.
Yes. So then, I got this bright idea that, I should change the testing center, which was at Bowie State University, where I spoke for Congressman Steny Hoyer just a few days ago. But, what happened was, I struggled for 7 years. After I passed my exam, I went to Washington, D.C. to finally pass my test, and I even failed it the 7th time, thinking that I was going to pass it. But what I found out, my friends, is to really succeed in business, you have to put out 150% effort, and 70% effort does not count.
Right.
Even though 70% is a passing test. Would you agree?
Yes.
So to do that though, what I ended up doing, I said, hey Dad, you know what, I'm great at what I do, so why don't I go on more appointments now? Because that's what you're supposed to do, right? When you pass the test, you call your friends and family members and everyone you know, and you're doing all these things, and you know what happens? They tell you no! You say, hey, you should buy my stuff. It is absolutely amazing, right? So all this was happening. It was totally chaotic. It happened for 7 years, though. That little bit of time, I learned so many things. And what I wanted to do is put everything together in one spot. So what I did today, today I'm going to share with you some tips. But most importantly, I'm going to share with you how do you, what does that $1 million business model look like in today's economy? Anybody want to know? And online, you can raise your hand just like this, I can see you. So the first and foremost, if you, while you are doing all this, while you guys are eating, so I was telling you a little bit about me. Now, many people ask me, why is Ash is Cash? It's pretty simple. Ash is cash because I show people how to earn, grow, and protect their cash. As a business owners, as entrepreneurs, how many of us are tired of having our businesses keep going down? Well, I show you exactly how to make more money so you can grow your businesses. By trade, I'm a financial guy, so I put that down as far as protecting. In 2008 market crash, my clients lost $0. So that's what I do for my clients. But most importantly, from a business perspective, today I'm here to talk to you about business. So earning and growing your business is what I'm going to show you how to do. Because for 7 years I struggled, and of course I don't want you to struggle. just like I did. Okay, so let me share with you. If you go to your workbooks and those of you who are online, if you of course AshishCash.com/products and Sell Like Crazy Academy is where you want to go to get this workbook. So the first and foremost, I found out that if you really want to have a world-class business, okay, world-class business, the first thing you need to have is you have to have total, absolute passion for what you do. You see, there's three things, right? There is a hate, I hate my business. Then many people say, I love my business. And third, the person who says, I am passionate about my business. The difference between a winner and a winner, the difference between a person who makes $50,000 or $500,000 is only this much. And that difference is between love and passion. Because a passionate person fights for it that much more and really goes after it like harder. They care about what they do. They care about their clients, and they truly go after them in a depth manner. But most importantly, the reason you want to have passion so that you can get your clients, your prospects, to fall in love with you. Because if your prospects cannot fall in love with you, you will never go forward. In today's economy, as you know, economy is tough, right? Would you agree? People are spending less money, and people are spending less money, and that's the reason we are not earning a whole lot of money that we want to. Okay? So what tends to happen is, if we want to really build an empire, okay, we gotta get our clients, because clients are only spending 80 cents per dollar. They used to spend $1.20 per dollar. So they're spending less, they're contracting, okay? That's why it's important to get them to fall in love with you. Then, and these are called chakras. I don't know if you know about chakras, but chakras are basically emotional triggers that truly help human beings. So if you're trying to convince somebody, you can use this. If you're trying to do marketing, you can use this, okay? So first and foremost, is, of course, fall in love with you. The second step here is you have to appeal to your prospects intelligently. Then you gotta go to your head, right? Like Keisha showed her Facebook page, and that one particular Facebook page where all the ladies were drooling, where they showed that jewelry thing, right? So initially it was attractive, but now then it's like, okay, how much is it? Can I afford it? Is it for me? And so forth, right? Now obviously man, hopefully, is not a target audience for that particular group, all right? But for ladies, it was perfect, wasn't it? All right. So for second thing, you have to appeal to your prospects intelligently. You have to make sense to them. Why is it they should go ahead? And for whatever reason, this number 3 got into the next page. So but number 3 is you have to be able to appeal to them in intuition, with their intuitions. If you don't appeal to them in intuition, and you cannot align all 3 chakras, you cannot really, get your prospects to come to you. Because, we want to have our clients to come to us, but the problem we always face is that, we're trying to chase them down. But we want to bring them to us. To bring them to us, we must follow the law of the universe. The chakras, there are 3 basic chakras. You can use it all across the board, and I teach all of this in my Sell Like Crazy Academy. So, if you want, watch the videos online. So the first person you need, though, to build a multi-million-dollar empire. What ended up happening is, when I was really struggling in the initial stage of the game, I always struggled because I would get up in the morning and first of all, I didn't know who to call. Anybody experience this, or is it just me? Okay, I didn't know how to follow up. I didn't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, so what am I supposed to do today? Right? And then, of course, in today's world, it's more like you get up in the morning, not only you don't know who to call, but we don't even know if you're supposed to go on Facebook, if you're supposed to go on Twitter, if you're supposed to do this, what do you call this? Fill out the paperwork. In my industry, there's paperwork all over the wazoo, all that stuff, right? Then, of course, the day goes by and you're like, I'm looking at this paperwork, and this darn paperwork. I gotta get this paperwork done. right? And then, oh, I forgot to call that person. How many times did you experience that? Right? And at the end of the day, you're like, what did I get done today? Anybody experience? Is this just me? Okay? So the heart of your business, we talked about that a little bit, okay? I'm going out of order here, so don't get. But anyway, so the heart of your business, if you go to your pages over here, the heart of your business is your sales assistant. This is the person who brings you the revenue. So the first hat that we need to wear on a daily basis is becoming the sales assistant. If not, I suggest you to go hire somebody part-time. It is so easy. There are virtual assistants all over the place, right? All over the world nowadays. You can hire them at a very decent rates. And by the way, they are really, really good at what they do. Give it to them for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a week. So if they charge you, let's say $50 or $25 per hour, for 75 or 100 bucks a week, you got yourself all your calls done, which is the most important activity of anything. Would you agree? So my question to you is, if you had a sales assistant, by the way, this is the blueprint of how do you build a multi-million-dollar empire in today's world. Okay? This is the blueprint that I'm giving you. So the first things first, you got to have a sales assistant. So you got to so what does sales assistant do every day? They can make phone calls, they can do follow-ups, they can take care of those important things by the time evening comes around. So you are not wondering, hey, I promised somebody today to call them. And it raises your credibility, doesn't it? The better follow-ups you have, the number one reason, everybody go to networking events besides me, right? Yes. I go to networking events all the time, and I get all these cards, and it's amazing to me that nobody ever calls me back. It's just amazing, but yet they want my business. Is that something? But on my way, I was speaking at a Frostburg University for Congressman Roscoe Bartlett for his event, and I was speaking over at the Bowie State University. And when I was speaking at both of these places, by the time I got home, I was in my car calling everybody and saying, hey, it was fantastic meeting you. Make sense? If you can't do it yourself, then give it to somebody. It will serve you well. Okay, it will serve you well. So sales assistants, they can help you cut down time in terms of, and make your time more productive. Let's say you are making $100 per transaction. If you're making $100 per transaction, and let's figure that your target is to make 10 transactions a month. Okay? If you're making 10 transactions per month, maybe you can spend $100. And it will make you now $2,000, 20 transactions per month. Instead of just 10, because now you're spending less time. Does that make sense? So the first things first is a sales assistant is a must. The second person you need to have this is a $1 million blueprint, by the way. You can use it across any businesses, even online business, offline business, any type of businesses, okay? The second person you need is a service assistant. What does service assistant do? Anything that you don't want to do. That's a service assistant. Anything that you don't want to do. I don't like paperwork. I mean, royally don't like paperwork. I look at paperwork and I just look at that thing, and one piece of paper is maybe 1 line or 2 lines, but that thing will sit there forever. I guess it's just me, but that's how much I don't like it. So what I do is, I hire a service assistant who can do the paperwork. So the first thing service assistant can do, one of the biggest reasons people don't get paid in their industries is because of not doing the work properly to get from the beginning. Did you know that? In any industry across the board, you see why your revenue is lacking or lagging is because you don't have a proper follow-up system or somebody to really follow through on the back side of the work. The second reason businesses do not make $1 million, but they have a chance to make $1 million by having a service assistant is because now you can actually service your clients. You know, how many times we notice that we want to serve somebody, they say, I promise you this, I promise you that, and nothing gets done. You want to beat 90% of your competition? Do yourself a favor. Follow through on your promises. If you don't have the revenue right now to hire a service assistant, do yourself a favor. Go get one. All you need is somebody part-time, maybe, say, a couple hours a week. That's all you need. You don't need somebody full-time. Now talk about 2 people part-time. The impact of these 2 people, it will be absolutely amazing for you. Okay, because it will save you time. Now, the third biggest thing, the third thing you need, okay, is of course, you. All right, you need to be in your business the whole time, because we are small business owners, we are entrepreneurs, we are going through the grind, right? What else a service assistant can do? If I was to go back for a second, a service assistant can also do your Facebook, your Twitters, your LinkedIn. They can do updates. They can do things like that, right? But you, my friend, what is the most important job for you? Okay?
Telling them what to do.
No, that's not. Telling them what to do, that's a good one. But, they are less likely to do it. Would you agree? They are less likely to do it if you don't lead from the front. Because you are the team leader. They don't know what to do until you show them what to do and how you want it done. Would you agree? So that's why the passion portion becomes so important, because you need to be involved on a day-to-day basis in every aspect of the game, even though you may not be hands-on, where you do everything, you hand off your responsibilities to others. However, what ends up happening now is now you have a team. You look at any organization that's successful, it's pretty much built that way. And including, Big Bad Apple. Including that, you take a look at the infrastructure and you break it down, it's pretty much the same. So for you to build a multi-million-dollar business, how much easier could it get? This right here, I didn't understand that before. I was struggling for 7 years to understand the formula. Isn't that something simple? How many of you can think you can hire somebody part-time? See? And this way you can also contribute to the growth of the economy. Instead of you just, because today in America, I believe the eagles, which is you guys, business owners, and I'm just a little bird who is here to help you fly. If you want to fly like eagles, why not fly together? You help a service assistant or a sales assistant. You start hiring people part-time. That's how we grow, even if it's a couple hours a week. Yes, I agree, we may not have the revenue to have it all the way through where we can truly hire somebody full-time. But hey, let's start with part-time. If 10 of us hire somebody for, let's say, 2 hours a week, that's 20 hours. Right? That's half a person per week. 20 of us get together, now we have a full-time person. We have 50 people here, we could get easily 3 people full-time. Isn't that important? So that's how we can grow an economy together. I believe that, my friends, this formula, you follow that formula, you will find out, and you start looking at your business and you break it down into different tiers, you will see that it's pretty much the same way. Where you're struggling every day, you're getting up in the morning, you don't know who to call. You're getting up in the morning, you don't want to do the paperwork, you don't want to do the follow-up. You are lacking somewhere in service or sales, or somewhere in your mind, maybe leadership even. But that's pretty much where the business lies, is attitude, environment, and skills. Attitude and environment we already have because we are in the greatest country in the world. But what we are lagging is skills. And that's the one skill set that every single business owner that I have studied has mastered over and over and over again. Every single time, okay? So, of course, we're gonna have some fun. Can you click on that? No?
Don't worry, I got your ass. I got you covered.
You got it? Okay. So anyways, whenever you are down though, how many of you wonder?
There it is.
Okay. What you should, I don't know what happened, but anyways, don't worry about it.
Don't worry. Is that that's the song you want?
Yeah, that's.
I believe we can find it for you.
You know what it is. Okay. So how many of you feel down sometimes, right? Anybody feel down sometimes once in a while? You know what I do when I feel down?
You wobble.
Yeah, I do. The wobble is the one thing, right? And this is my wobble, right? This is how I used to do wobble, like this. When Trevor asked me and Keisha taught me how to do the wobble. So I do like this.
You ready when you are, Ash? We are ready when you are.
I learned something like this, right? Something like this. Get the groove down a bit, right? Something like that, right? So I said, but it has to have Indian touch to it. And you just can't have wobble and not have Indian touch to it, right? So I said, what I did? I tried to, Bhangra, in Bhangra, if you don't know Bhangra, Google Bhangra. But we put our hands up, and then I said, okay, let's do Bhangra wobble. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. If you all stand up for a second, because you just had a meal, and you gotta work on that meal a little bit, so fall asleep on Keisha again, I believe, or whoever's coming next. All right. So let's do a little wobble, a Bhangra wobble, okay? Not just any wobble.
We're not gonna do the regular wobble.
Yeah, but another thing you can do, you can chant. You know what chant is? Here's what you do. I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great. Come on. I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great. I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great. I'm alive, I'm awake, and I feel great. Thank you. And as we're starting off the wobble, let's do one more thing. You know what I do, man? What I call my academy? It's called Sell Like Crazy Academy. All right? So you know what I say? Sell like crazy. So let's do that. Can we do that together? Your objective is to match my voice. All right. Okay. Yes. 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 Yes.
You're up. Give me a
So
second.
tomorrow I'll see you guys for the 3 biggest business blunders here, working lunch. And then I have, how do you turn passion into profits? In that small room in the back, okay? Thank you guys.